A new report from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York shows Americans are carrying a record $986 billion in credit card debt. That's an average of nearly $7,300 a person, which of course takes a long time to pay off if you make only the minimum payments. So our financial expert, Paul Hood with Hood CPAs, joins us with some advice on how to get out of credit card debt. Great to see you. I know you've been busy with tax season going on. So, all right, so once you get in that credit card mess and you're starting to make those minimum payments, what's the best way to deal with it?
Well, first off, I want the viewers that just heard that to not think they're, you know, above average or below average because they don't have the 7,600. You know, just like if you're in any hole, Craig, the first thing you got to stop digging.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of the credit cards. You got to cut them up, put them away, maybe keep one for an emergency just in case, but you've got to stop. And you've got to force yourself to live within your means, because that's the challenge with credit cards. It makes it really, really easy for people to spend more than they make. So you got to stop digging as a first step.
So that's a great point. And then also a lot of people think, well, hey, I'm not having any trouble making this minimum payment, but you know, now credit card statements will have that and it'll say this will take you 24 years or whatever if you only make the minimum payment. So, you know, keep that in mind on the long-term game, I guess.
Right, yeah. You know, there's a philosophy in life that I prescribe to, and that is short-term gain means long-term pain. Short-term pain means long-term gain. And so at some point in time, people are going to have to step up and figure this out. The sooner you do it, the better. Stop charging the credit cards. Make a list of your credit cards from lowest balance to highest. Make the minimum payments on everything, because a lot of people actually think they're doing good. They have 3 or 4 cards, and they make just above the minimum payment on all the cards. Well, that might make you feel good, but it's still not getting you anywhere. So the philosophy would be to make minimum payments. Let's say I've got 5 cards on the 4 biggest ones. Take all that extra that you were paying, add it to the smallest one. And the reason you go small before big is because you want to get that small victory. You feel good, but the first thing is you've got to sit down, you got to see where your money's going, how much do you have, stop digging that hole and charging.
It's kind of like that debt snowball thing. Don't worry about the interest rates, just knock it out and get some progress.
Just get some progress, you feel good. It's, you know, there's all kinds of books that people set these big goals. I'm going to be debt-free in a year or 2. Well, how about set a goal to where you're not going to increase your balance this month, and then maybe next month you're going to decrease it by this or whatever. But it's not that complicated, Craig. People have a fear of being intentional because they don't want to know the results. And it's really great. I have people come into my office and I'll tell them, couples usually, and I'll say, I want to have you pull together 12 months worth of bank statements, 12 months worth of credit card statements, to see where your money's going. Inevitably, one of them's face gets real red. And so they know, oh, we're going to have to get real with this. But just got to be intentional, stop digging, cut those credit cards away, and then be intentional for that plan to pay them off.
And a lot of people, they want to get the rewards cards, but it's a dangerous game.
It is.
A dangerous thing to go
It absolutely
after.
is.
All right, great advice, Paul. Thanks very much. We appreciate it.